So now we're gonna get into the topic, and anybody who's seen what I posted up on Facebook, you know, tonight we're talking about the high value man. And my question about the high value man is, are they dateable or are they dangerous? And the reason I asked this question is because I wasn't aware that this existed until maybe about a month ago. I would be scrolling up and down Facebook or whatever, and I would see people having these conversations, and I would kind of just skip through them because I felt like they didn't apply to me. But I was listening to Woman's Fears YouTube channel, and I heard people like, going back and forth, and a lot of people were upset with this guy, Kevin Samuels. And I'm like, who is Kevin Samuels? So I go and I look him up, and I'm gonna be nice. I was really thrown off by the things that I was hearing, and I'm like, okay, people take this seriously? Is this real advice? Like, and then I found out that a lot of people in our community, are latching on to his talking points and his rhetoric. So I'm like, I don't think that we should be doing that, but that's just my opinion. And the reason I felt that way is because of this whole high value man thing and what it entails, and how I feel it's kind of detrimental to the women that are going to be involved with these men. Now, I was in a comment section on Facebook, and I stated my mind, and I ran into Travis. We did not agree, okay? Travis had some things to say that I was not feeling, but it was cool. It was amicable, and we just agreed to disagree. But I brought Travis up here specifically because he is a man, and I wanted to ask him some questions about this high value man thing. And what is it that you agree with, Travis, as it relates to the high value man thing? And I do have 6 things that Kevin Samuels says makes you a high value man. So I'm going to go over that, and then I want to ask Travis what it is that he agrees with this whole high value man thing. Now, the first thing is, in order to be a high value man, you must be making $10,000 a month, and that is if you live in Atlanta. And everybody knows Atlanta is one of the cheaper cities to live in. They've gotten a little bit more expensive, but they're a lot cheaper than places in New York, California, Miami, whatever. So that's the minimum. You have to be making $10,000 a month minimum. Your money needs to be made over a length of 3 to 5 years to show longevity and consistency. And you have to have group acceptance from other high value men. Number 4 is you must have a network that high value men can kind of relate to before you can be considered a high value man. The work that you do, your positions must be visible, meaning that your money can't really come from sketchy places that can't be verified. And the 6th thing is that you have to be useful to the group. You have to be in high demand and useful. And other high value men have to determine if you are a high value man. So that's the 6, I guess, things, bare minimum things that you have to do and have to be in order to be considered a high value man. Now, for some people, that may sound like there's absolutely nothing wrong with that and it's harmless. But where I had an issue with, for one, I feel like this list is kind of shallow. That's first. But I had an issue with how the women who are supposed to be eligible to date these men, where they come in all of this. So first I want to ask Travis, of that list, what on that list do you agree with? And what about Kevin Samuels do you agree with?
Well, first thing I would say is